Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support. I see you out there. You looking good out there. You looking amazing. And you're looking like you had a good day. So, how was your day now?
It's been pretty good.
It's been a day. You know, we all are in the house, you know, till the situation gets under control, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Let's go to Ohio and let's talk about this case. I'm gonna put my prosthetics on. The Columbus, Ohio officer who shot Andre Hill shouted gun before opening fire.
Mm.
Okay. We have to get reform, people. I'm tired of every time I turn on my TV or my radio, and somebody in the African American community then got shot by a police. They have to get this reform.
They do.
And I just cannot wait until our President-elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are sworn into office so that we can get the ball rolling on getting this country back in order and getting these policemen trained in a to deal with people in a more therapeutic way. I really do. I really do, because this is ridiculous. And it's a shame that when you hear a siren or police coming, you know, you could be driving and they coming towards you and you're like, oh Lord, what did I do? I hope they're not going to stop me. You know, and that we shouldn't have to drive around being paranoid, or if you stop, your life flash in front of you because you don't know if your life about to flash in front of you. So we got to get a better hand on the training of our officers. And like I said, and I'll continue to say, all of them are not bad.
No, not all of them are bad.
So at least they did reprimand that officer for shooting him. But we gotta do better. We have to do better.
You can't just be going
because
out
and shooting people and kids and teenagers and things and thinking that, you know, it's okay, or oh well, they might have had a weapon.
Well, and
they don't have that, and you're not sure about it, and then
That's
telling
why
them.
You got to tell them to put your hands up.
So that's just another thing that we have to deal with. And then we got to deal with these jobs, getting people, you know, first of all, I'm getting these jobs and people, hopefully, like I said, and there's nothing much going to be done right now until we get President-elect Joe Biden sworn into office. But it also relies on Atlanta in a few days to see if who's going to be in control of the Senate. So it's a huge day coming up in a few days, and so we're hoping that change will definitely come, and with President-elect Joe Biden getting sworn into office, him and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, that, you know, changes are going to be made. The minimum wage will be boosted up to $15 an hour, which is going to help people a lot.
It will help a lot.
It's going to help people a lot to help their families and get this economy up and running. And also, if they pass that $2,000 stimulus, if they pass that $2,000 stimulus, that's going to be a big help to the American community too, because, you know, they can really get caught up on their bills. I mean, not really, because if it's just one person, but it's gonna be a help to them, because, you know, people are still lined up in food lines. It's to a point to where, do I pay my rent or do I eat? Do I pay my light bill or do I, you know, buy groceries? Do I do this? And thank God for these food pantries And
For
thank
people
God
who
for
are,
all the people that are helping
giving
in those and
food.
that are giving back to the food pantries and things of that nature and keeping this country up and running and in support of one another. And if you want to support your local food banks and food pantries, you can, you look up your local food pantries wherever you live, and every little bit helps, okay? And then your Salvation Army and your Red Cross, So just think about that. I know some churches have food pantries too. You can look that up if and that kind of thing to give back to the community. But we're so glad that you tuned in, and we're so glad for your support, because we got to get, we have to support each other.
Yeah, we do.
Instead of tearing each other down all the time, we got to support each other and be proud of one another, and say, you know what, I'm proud of you, and then be inspired to do something with your life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop that. We got to start, celebrating one another, and put that and dump that and go pour that haterade on down the drain. And look out for one another and treat each other with dignity and respect. Because you know what? You can do well in life. You can do well. I've worked two jobs.
Succeed.
Okay, and you can do whatever it takes to succeed and be successful. Education is key. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, education is key. Get your education and work. But like going back to that $15 an hour minimum wage, that's gonna be a big help to you young teenagers and young adults that are starting out. Yeah, that's gonna be a big help to y'all to be able to get off to a good start and stack your chips.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have for us today now?
Well, this day in history, in Black history, January 2nd, 1965.
Okay.
On January 2nd, 1965, Martin Luther King led a voting registration drive to oppose
discrimination. He was going against discriminatory voting.
Yeah. Discriminatory voting. Designed to block blacks in Selma, Alabama from voting.
Yeah.
King was joined by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and the Student Nonviolent
Y'all gotta know this. You know what, y'all? Y'all gotta know your black. You kids, you gotta know African Americans, children, and Caucasians. We know y'all history. Learn about our history. It's always nice to learn different things about different cultures and history. But especially in the African American community, know your history. Sit down sometimes and read about history. And coming up in February, we're gonna be doing a lot of that. Probably the end of the month, after the inauguration, on through the end of February, we'll be giving y'all some fun facts and stuff like that, because we like to have fun. This is like your down to earth fun auntie that got a YouTube show. So go ahead now.
Anyway, and
it's only 15 minutes, so support. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
And the Student Nonviolent Coordination Committee in the campaign would be the inputs of the series of marches from Selma to the state's capital of Montgomery.
Selma and Montgomery.
In the end, the group's effort would convince President Lyndon B. Johnson to sign the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which bans racial discrimination in voting practices by the federal, state, and local governments.
But even today, they still be trying to, y'all know what was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't vote today, or doing all this different crazy kind of stuff. That's why you all have to know your voter rights and that kind of thing.
You have the right to vote.
Because you do. You have a right to vote.
Don't let nobody turn you around.
Don't let nobody turn you around. You have a right to vote. And far as y'all in Atlanta, I just want to give y'all a huge shout, hand clap, and a huge
thank
you for getting up and getting out there and casting your votes.
Because
Now,
they're very important.
I just wanted to talk about mental health for a minute. You know, a lot of people this time of year, they get sad after the holidays and things like that. They get real sad, you know, because you had this big build up for Christmas, and then all of a sudden it's not Christmas, you know, it's over.
But it's not really.
You know what you can do? Leave a few of your Christmas things out. Like if you have a cookie tin or a Christmas tree cookie jar, and then you know those oranges. You know, keep you some oranges in a glass bowl or something around your house. That's going, believe it or not, it's a known scientific fact that cheers you up. So leave some of your poinsettias and some of your Christmas decorations out through the month of January. I mean, sometimes I leave mine through February. But you know, I leave some of my stuff out, and sometimes my Christmas wreath is up till like I gotta put my 4th of July stuff up. I'm like, Lord, I done had the Christmas tree wreath up on it. But anyway, you know, just leave some few things out like that, and know that it'll get better. Just keep your Christmas stuff out, and that's gonna keep you kind of cheered up when you leave out some of your Christmas stuff and have some of that to look at. And then if you find yourself even more than usual, you know, feeling down, you know that you can talk to your local physician, and they will either refer you to a therapist, or they will give you some suggestions on how to cope with that. Okay. And Nim, you got your recipe ready for today?
Yes, I do.
We're eating healthier around here. I need to lose about 10 pounds.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start 5 at a time.
Okay. I've got healthy chicken Alfredo.
Now, who you get that from? Weight Watchers?
I got iFoodReal.com.
Okay, iFoodReal.com. We eating healthy, y'all.
Okay, here's what you will need. Chicken breast or thighs, cub.
You have chicken breast or thighs cubed. But you know what? You can also use some chicken drumsticks.
11 ounces whole wheat or gluten-free.
Fettuccine.
Yes.
1
teaspoon of oil.
You can use linguine or spaghetti too. Potato.
1 cup stock.
It's all good.
1 cup stock, low sodium.
1 cup of low stock sodium.
2 cups of cold 2% or 3.25% milk.
You need your 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of salt, ground black pepper to taste, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese grated, 1 garlic clove grated, 3 cups of frozen peas, broccoli, or chopped spinach, 2 tablespoons of parsley for garnish. Okay, you're going to fill the pot. Y'all know how to make your spaghetti like you usually make it. You're going to make your chicken like you usually make it. You know,
and then when you're just done.
And then you're going to add your Parmesan cheese, garlic, and stir until cheese is melted in your pasta. So you drain your pasta when it's done. Put all your cheese in your pasta. It's going to melt anyway. A little olive oil, butter, whatever you got to stir that up. And then you can
put in your
cook your meat till done. Let it cool. Pull the meat off there. Add that in there. So you want to cook that meat ahead of time.
You can also stir or add peas.
You can also get the canned chicken already made and dump in there too.
You can also add peas, broccoli, spinach, whatever vegetable you will.
But tell them where you get the recipe.
I got it at iRealFood.com.
We hope y'all get out there and you know we at home, so you know we want to support our local takeout too. So pick out a couple days where you can get you some little takeout, especially when we get our stimulus checks, and support our local restaurants and things. But until then, just find things. I'm trying to do things that you can already have around the house that's easy for you to put together for a meal. And, you know, we just wanted to give y'all a sense of what's up and what's going on in the community and what's going on around the world from our point of view and from our aspect. And we want you guys to hang on in there. We're all in this together.
Yes,
social distance. Wash your hands. Use your sanitizer. Do all of that stuff. And we got some real straight up shows coming up this year.
Yeah, we do.
We really do. All right, y'all have a good evening. Check out our podcast tonight
On Spotify or iHeartRadio.
Thank you.
Thank you.